Well, hello, Gators. It is Tuesday, September 15th, and it is another great day to be a Gator. Welcome, all of you, to our next Sherman Staff Showcase. Before we get started, want to remind you that on Thursday night, we will be doing a virtual parent meeting at 5 o'clock. We will resend out a link for that, as well as a link for you to give a chance to ask some questions ahead of time so that we can kind of get that prepared as well. We're looking forward to that and looking forward to being able to discuss what's going to incur on Monday as we go to hybrid and having students physically in our building again. It's going to be a great time. But let's move on to the Sherman Staff Showcase, and my old partner in crime, not anymore, because I am now the technology coach, but my old partner in crime, Mr. Moore, is our focus of the day. So, Mr. Moore, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Keith.
And, it's funny because people often get us confused, and I can see why.
Yeah.
We both have, some nice, great, manly beards going on here. Mm-hmm. And, Mr. Stoffer, he's kind of jealous that he can't grow one out like this.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I went there. I did.
Better you than me.
Yeah, it's okay. He's looking at my over here in the corner like, nope, you're done. Be gone. But anyway, no, we're excited to have you on, excited to get to know you a little bit more. I've had the pleasure of working with you for the past this is the fourth year.
Yep.
So for those that are new to Sherman, don't have a fifth grade student yet, we're just going to kind of get to know you a little bit. So first off, what is your background? Where are you coming from? And what brought you to Sherman?
Awesome. Well, I've got a little bit of a backstory, but I'll just kind of give you the brief version. I always wanted to be a teacher. So in high school, I wanted to actually be a history teacher. I wanted to be a high school history teacher. I loved history, but I loved learning, and I wanted to be a lifelong learner. So after high school, when I was graduating high school, I thought I'm going to be a history teacher. And I went to college for a year, and then I had to leave college for my family had some health issues. So I had to leave college right after that. I always intended on going back to college and pursuing my degree in education. But after helping my family out, I met my wife, and we started having children. So I had to put my education on the back burner a little bit. And so I did continue going to school, but it was at a slow pace. I was going part-time for 8 years because I had a family to raise. So I did that for a while. And when I first went back to college, I decided I wasn't going to be a teacher. I was going to be a nurse. And I'd heard nurses made pretty good money, so I wanted to do that. And I got into the nursing education or the nursing field. And after one semester of the core classes, I realized I didn't want to be a nurse. It wasn't for me. So I switched back to education. And at the time, they didn't have, at the school I went to, they didn't have a program to become a high school teacher. They had an elementary education. And so I was like, well, at least it's an education. So I took that. And I graduated from the University of Phoenix. I had to do it online. So I graduated from the University of Phoenix with my elementary education degree. And so, like I said, I had to do it online. So I'm not really a stranger to this online distance learning. I had to do it myself in college. And then after I graduated, I looked around for a job, and I substitute taught for a year. And then I landed a job here at Sherman, and I love it.
Awesome. Now, kind of a funny story. I believe one of your the year you were subbing,
mm-hmm.
You actually subbed in the building that I used to work at, and we didn't realize this until much later.
Yeah, actually, it wasn't when I was subbing. When I was doing some observation for my
that's right. Yes.
I interned with another fifth grade teacher in the same building that you were at the time. It wasn't your class, but
yes. No, I believe it was with Miss Rencher, if I remember right.
Yep.
So now, other than that, though, you lived somewhere cool for a little bit of time, right?
I did.
In a different country.
I did. So right after high school, like 2 days after I graduated, I got on a plane and I flew to Tokyo, Japan, and I lived there for 6 months.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I remember hearing some of those stories, and that's fun. I'd always love to go study abroad or travel abroad as long as I can drive there.
Yeah, it was a great experience. I'd go back in a heartbeat.
That's awesome. So outside of the walls here at Sherman, what are some of your interests that you like to do?
So I really like to draw. I like to watch movies. I'm kind of a movie buff. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I'm a big Marvel fan. But I also like hanging out with my family, going on hikes. Me and my wife like to walk the Greenbelt a lot. So I just be out in nature, go camping and stuff like that.
Sweet. So I asked Miss Johnson this yesterday, and she told us who hers were, but who is your favorite Marvel character?
All right. So for Marvel, it's going to be kind of an odd one. My favorite Marvel character is one of the X-Men. He's Nightcrawler. That's my favorite. I grew up loving the X-Men, and he was my favorite character then. I also really like Spider-Man, but Nightcrawler was my favorite. But my all-time favorite superhero is not even a Marvel character. My all-time favorite is Batman. Batman's my guy.
Can't go wrong there.
Nope.
At all. And they're coming out with a new movie here soon, so that's
pretty excited.
That's going to be interesting. I still like the Christopher Nolan ones, but nothing beats original Batman with Michael Keaton. So
that's true. That's true.
But all right, let's change gears back to the school. And so in your eyes, what makes Sherman a great place to be a Gator?
There's a lot of things that makes Sherman a great place to be a Gator. Probably one of the biggest ones is the staff here, the teachers, the paras, even the kitchen staff. We all love kids. We all love working with kids, being around kids. And I don't think there's a single person in this building that wouldn't do anything for the kids and the students here. So that's a really amazing thing.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you on all of those. So that is going to do it. That is our time for this. And before we go, though, who is going to be on our next Sherman Showcase, which will be on Thursday?
The next Sherman Showcase on Thursday will feature Miss Fisher.
All right, I will get with Miss Fisher. She'll be our first fourth grade participant, so it's going to be fun to kind of get in the upper grades for a little bit. We've spent a lot of time in the younger grades, so it's always good to get up to the older grades. And with that, I'm going to bow out, and you know what to do from here. So, Mr. Moore, take it away.
All right, thanks for watching this Sherman Staff Showcase, and remember, it's great to be a Gator.